Hi, this is Krista Martin, and I am founder and president of Make Your Mark, where I am privileged to teach coaches and consultants who are super awesome, really fun, and just amazing in every aspect that you can imagine, how to build their full-time business empire in part-time hours. And in case you haven't noticed, it's January, and there's a whole lot of people setting goals, setting New Year's resolutions, creating massive, awesome plans for the year so that they're on their way to really achieve the greatness that they desire in their life and their business. And while that all is amazing, and actually led a group the other night of local entrepreneurs on building their strategic plan for the next 12 months, there are two reasons that I see that people fail to keep their goals. They fail to achieve their goals, and they fail to stick to their plan. And I'm going to share those with you. And you know it's super honest and super serious when I have this pen with me, because I don't know, it just means it's more official, I guess. There are two reasons, like I said, that people most often don't stick to their plan or keep their goals. And the first one, and I'll admit for a long time I was not a believer in this, and so I'll give you permission to not have believed in it in the past, but after today you need to fully embrace it, and it's the power of a vision. And I don't mean just, oh, yeah, I'm going to be rich, I'm going to have all these great cars, my, bills will all be paid. I want you to be very, very clear. I want you to think about your vision 10, 15 years out from now. Where do you see yourself living? What are you wearing? What are you doing? What are you giving? How are you feeling? I want you to really connect with and really write those things down. And now if you're anything like me, you're hearing this and you're saying, yeah, I already know my vision. But if you're anything like me, your vision was very, very vague. And I wanted to have, make a lot of money, provide a great lifestyle for my family, be able to give back in certain ways, but I wasn't really crystal clear about that. So I'm challenging you, after you watch this video, to sit down and write that vision 10 or 15 years from today of what your life looks like and what it feels like to be you in that amazing place, and really, really emotionally connect with it. And also, I didn't really think that I had time in a weird way to sit down and write it out. I thought that I was too busy. So you're not too busy. Let me just tell you that, because I realized I'm not too busy for it, so you can do it too. So take time, write out your vision. The second most common reason that I see people fail to stick to their plan is that they don't anticipate the pushback that they're going to get. And by pushback, I mean anytime you step into a new level or try something new, embrace change, that terrible, horrible, no good, scary word change, you're going to run into roadblocks. That's life. And you're also going to run into a heck of a lot of resistance. Resistance can come from friends, from family, and most often from yourself. And this is kind of embarrassing to admit, but I will put it out there in cyber world and for everybody to know. One of my biggest points of transition when I knew that I was stepping up and playing bigger was when I stopped taking so many naps. And that's because taking a nap was my default mechanism. Whenever I really saw myself getting a breakthrough or moving to another level or getting uncomfortable because I was achieving my goals, I was like, oh, I'm tired, I have to take a nap, I have to go to sleep. Oh, I was up late last night. I never am up very late, usually 10 o'clock at the latest. Don't tell anybody though. So that was my natural default reaction. So I had to realize, okay, in committing to these goals, I'm going to have to give up taking a nap some days. Not every day, but most days. I'm going to have to be able to resist and notice when that temptation comes up to take a nap and say, no, instead, let's go. Let's pursue your goal. Let's take the next steps, even if it's one little step. For some of my clients that work in a full-time job and are still building their coaching business or consulting business, one of the biggest things I've noticed that they had to say no to is being the overachiever, awesome employee. Because chances are that you're like them and you're amazing at what you do. You have a lot of gifts and talents. And you have to choose where you invest your energy, your focus, and your time. And that's one of the hardest things for people that are stuck in a corporate job trying to build their business. So for them, my clients, to say, I'm not going to be the overachiever. I'm going to say no when an extra project is offered up, and I'm going to feel okay about it, is a big thing to recognize, because it's so easy to overcommit and then you don't have time to work on what's most important to you and most important to the people out there waiting for your services. So those are the two things. I hope you got them. It's time for us to put this pen to good use. And I want to show you this beautiful picture that I drew just for you. And it's basically shows what happens And right now, about the first of the year, we're at this beautiful place, phase 1, uninformed optimism. Basically, we're excited and we're kind of stupid at this point. We don't have any idea, but we're just excited. We're going to lose all this weight. We're going to make all this money, work with all these great clients. And then, as you can see here, this is the line of optimism and pessimism. We go to phase 2, which is informed pessimism. You're starting to realize that things suck. You're a little tired because you haven't been taking those naps. Phase 3, oh man, baby, this is the most important phase because most people do not get past it. They say, okay, the discomfort that I feel from not taking a nap, the discomfort I feel from getting up at 5 a.m. every morning, and I'm not seeing immediate results. It may be getting up at 5 a.m. to go to the gym or to work on your business, not seeing the results immediately, so I'm just going to go back to where I was. That's okay. I'm familiar with the status quo. 99.9%, and yes, that is a statistic that I just made up, but I'm sure it's a number really high. Most people do not get past this, and that's what we have to get you past so that you achieve your goals and you get up here and have a success party and have balloons. But basically, you must be willing to pay the price of your own comfort. You have to think what that means. You have to be able to push through not getting a nap, not sleeping in, not going to do all the extra events for work. And when you have that compelling vision, that also pulls you through that valley of doom, that valley of despair that so many people get stuck in that I just showed you. So the 2 takeaways I want you to share in the comments are, what is your vision, your really, really big, crystal clear vision, and what are you anticipating as roadblocks that you are going to be able to jump over and transform and not get stopped by as you build your most amazing dream business and the most amazing year yet. Thank you so much, and get to work.